Hey y'all, I just wanted to jump on and do one more today. I was just laughing. I'm keep seeing Drop Dead Gorgeous like memes and gifs and like posts. So I just felt like I would just jump on the bandwagon too. I love this movie. This is like one of my go-to like warm hug type of movies. If you know, you know. Um I just love this movie. It's old, it's stupid, like, and not stupid in the sense like, "Oh, it's, like, so bad." It's stupid that it's bad in all the right ways, if that makes sense. So, Drop Dead Gorgeous is a mockumentary that was released in 1999, and it was a complete flop when it was released in theater, but has gone on to be a cult classic, especially amongst millennials. But I also wanted to do some just unknown or not so popular facts about the movie. So the screenwriter Lona Williams, this is based or it's a satirical version of her life growing up in a small town, beauty pageant culture. So that is the origin of the story and the characters. Denise Richards also said during the scene, if we remember when Becky did the serenade to Christ with the cross and the wheeling back and forth and the dancing, um, a lot of cast members actually were very offended by that, and they actually left during the filming of that scene. And I didn't know that. I just thought that was an interesting fact. The movie had a budget of $15 million and it only made 10 million in theater. So definitely a theatrical. Originally, Drop Dead Gorgeous was supposed to be called Dairy Queens, but for obvious reasons, Dairy Queen actually filed a lawsuit and then the film's name had to be changed. I thought that was fascinating. And I think I prefer Drop Dead Gorgeous. I think that's better than Dairy Queens. Um, Kirsten Dunst, of course, plays the lead, Amber Atkins, but Melissa Joan Hart originally auditioned for the role, but she was unable to commit because of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Another interesting fact is I didn't know this. Amy Adams' first movie was Drop Dead Gorgeous. And I mean, you all have to get your start somewhere. So this was her first on or first film. It's also Kirsten Dunst did not do the tap scene. We obviously know, but she did have a stunt double, and her name is Tiffany Egan. She is the tap dancer that took over all of the difficult movements and parts of the routine. But Kirsten Dunst obviously did participate in it, but that's who did the big chunk of choreography. I also wanted to go over some of my favorite lines in the movie. I think that's what makes the movie so iconic because there's so many funny, quick lines in the film. The pastor, when he's giving the eulogy at the end of Becky's funeral, and he says, talking about the Lord, maybe it's your way of telling us to buy American. I don't know why I laugh every time they say that. I know it's coming. I know every line. I probably could quote that movie backwards and forwards, but that's the one line that will get me chuckling every time. Most smartest. Me and my friends, we will say that to each other about being the most smartest. Another part I love is the lines from the movie. There's so many famous lines that I will always remember. Um, One of my favorites is when the pastor's giving the eulogy and when he says, maybe it's your way of telling us to buy American. Don't know why that cracks me up every time, but it does. I die laughing every time I hear it. Most smartest. Me and my best friend, we always say that to each other whenever we do something silly or just like, like that was like not the brightest thing to do. When Becky and Amber get into a fight in behind the scenes at the pageant, and she says, "I hate her," and was it Loretta? Loretta was helping pull them apart, and she's like, "I know, I hate her too." I thought, or no, we all do. I cracked up with that one. Um, Christy Alley is that applause for me or my gown. I think that encapsulates her character through the whole film. So that's like one of my favorite lines. Oh, not Loretta. What was her assistant's name? I forgot her name, but I'm gonna put her picture above. And then Loretta, my one of my favorite lines is, "Any of you fellas want to give me a ride home?" And then Kirsten Dunst or Ellen Arkin tells her, "Don't fall for it," because she lives 2 trailers down. And then when she's like, "No, it'll be an easy ride home." That one was funny. Um, the when Kirstie Alley was showing off her culottes that she sewed when she was in the pageant, and when Loretta again, her ass was big then and her ass is big now. I thought that's one of my like first lines that comes to mind. When uh, Amy Adams' character and Amber are on the parade float, and she asks her to cover up her hickeys and her marks over her body. That always gets me cracking up. But what are your favorite Drop Dead Gorgeous lines? Drop them in the comment box. And I think I'm going to start going over like my favorite fun go-to movies because there's a whole list of them, especially within this like pop culture genre, because Sugar and Spice comes to mind, Drive Me Crazy. What else? Can't get enough. What's the I'm tongue tied now. Can't Hardly Wait. That's what I was thinking about. Can't Hardly Wait's a good one. What's another one from my era, my pop culture era that I tend to go to? There's so many, but yeah, I'll do a couple more of these. All right, have a good weekend. Bye.